Hello again and welcome to the Friday Wrap for April 1st, or should I say April Fool's Day. Hope you had a wonderful weekend last weekend, and of course a very happy Easter. My wife and I actually ended up attending a mass at St. Eugene's Church just north of Milwaukee. The band and singer were so incredible, it sounded more like we were at a symphonic orchestra or an opera. If you're so inclined in that area, I certainly would recommend it. I also enclosed or attached a little link to one of their songs that was just really enjoyable. The village board meeting was this week, after being led in the Pledge of Allegiance by Burr Ridge Middle School Albert Serrano Perez. Chief John Madden and the Burr Ridge Police Department gave an accommodation to one of their officers, Officer Christopher Garcia, for his role in catching and arresting the train car thieves and protecting the resident of the house that they broke into. That was just south of 91st Street. Thank you, Officer Garcia, an exceptional job. The board then approved unanimously to award a contract for the 2016 road program, as well as appraisal services of the pump center and the Rustic Acres properties, but tabled the ones for the purchase of a license plate recognition camera system requested by the chief and the construction or the installation of a village sign pending more information on both of those. This week, I actually attended, out of curiosity and opportunity, I attended the Trump rally, the Donald Trump rally in Janesville, Wisconsin, and ended up being a volunteer. It was an amazing experience, I have to tell you, to fraternize with the Secret Service, the multiple police departments, of which there are like 15, and the campaign staff, as well as the 1,000 people that were allowed in. They also had 5,000 people outside. It was unbelievable. I was also able to shake hands with Donald Trump and providentially meet the gravely ill Miss Wisconsin USA of 2005, who ended up on national television after her emotional thank you to Mr. Trump for his assistance during her life, and also felt blessed to walk and help Melissa Young to her car, gave her a rosary, and actually took a few selfies with her. She's certainly in our prayers. There's a noise forum meeting this week on April 6th on Wednesday at the Burr Ridge Middle School. Remember that all stakeholders and interested residents are invited to attend it for the wall proposed to be built along I-55, north side of I-55, from all the way from Harvester Drive to Garfield Streets, just north of the old Quality Inn. That, by the way, that hotel is also progressing, but more on that next week. Also, the Hampton Inn and Falls Event Center is being proposed. I think I mentioned to you. Well, the Plan Commission Chairman Greg Shupek, along with myself and village officials, met with a company called Basque Development to review their revised plans to build a joint hotel and event center that's just near the Spring Hill Suites Hotel, just south of there. It appears they heeded the Commission's advice and suggestions and are currently working on a third set of plans. The Burr Ridge Veterans Memorial Committee met also this week to make some final plans for the village's, I think it's 4th or 5th annual Armed Forces Day. That's scheduled for May 21st. ComEd, right next door, is installing new poles in Babson Park. They have 8 new poles going up this week on Elm Street in Babson Park, in an effort to improve service, as well as installing some internal cabling, apparently, as opposed to the exposed one. I think it's called Hendrix, to protect from being damaged by fallen trees. They are using our vacant lot on North Frontage Road as their staging area, and check out some pictures there. It was kind of cool to see what the poles look like before they actually go up. Capri Sport Ristorante opened up at the Score Fitness Center. Their grand opening was last night. It was packed wall to wall. Gigi of Capri and the doctors Pierre Joachim and Carl Joachim, the Burr Ridge residents, were very pleased with the attendance and the special appearances by 2 of the most famous local residents, Dennis Savard and Jim Peterick. As it turns out, that Dennis Savard, he ended up signing autographs on everything from jerseys to T-shirts, and Jim Peterick rides a march. Ended up singing clips from a vehicle in Eye of the Tiger. They were also kind enough to reserve a table for the mayors that attended, where I sat with mayors Alan Dabachik of Willow Springs and Sean McDermott of Countryside. On a personal note, we attended our daughter's tennis tournaments last weekend in Milwaukee. where they play the University of Detroit and the team called Oakland, also in Detroit. They actually lost their first match barely, but won the second one. But are off to a great start this year. They actually won more matches in preseason this year than they did all of last year. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, happy April. Thanks again for joining me. Enjoy your weekend.